Dang!
Hey, man, I don't know why it's not showing my wonderful, amazing face.
I can't see you.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I'm not, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. It says it's not recognizing my camera, so let me leave out and come back.
All right. What's up? What's up? Fourth quarter. Let's do it. Oh my God. Well, there's another dunk. I don't think I can handle the Bulls losing to Orlando. I really, really don't. Oh, Thaddeus. Good Lord. What up, C-Dub? Big Dave was having a camera issue, so he should be on in just a minute. Alex, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. I mean, it's not going to be a very happy Friday if the Bulls don't pull this out, and it's going to be a real unhappy Friday if we get any bad news about Lowry later tonight. Really hoping that's not the case. Not that, Matt. What's up? Whatever. What is up? Oh, my God. Are we really down by 14? God. Ugh. CJ, what's going on? Just a heads up, everybody. We do have the sync function working for tonight's game. So if you want to be timed up exactly where Dave and I are watching the game, just go ahead and use that sync button, and then you will be watching exactly what we're watching in real time. Zach, 2 points. No, yeah, not exactly what you want from Zach. You like when he wants to get his teammates involved, and he's having a good night as far as assist to turnover ratio, but dude's got to score. Chris said Lowry's so soft he won't bust a grape in Welch's backyard. Yeah, and the thing that I'm concerned about is that he's had issues with that right shoulder before, so it could be. God, I don't even want to say it. I don't, I'm afraid of what's happening. He was clearly being bothered by it, and it didn't seem like that bad of a collision. They showed the replay of it a couple of times. It looked like that drive where he was doing that spin move, and he did get bumped. And I mean, not like I have a leg to stand on and say, "Oh, come on, toughen up." Like all of these NBA players would kick my ass, and I'm sure running into them would feel like running into a brick wall. But this is not helping Lowry's label as a player who's soft, which is a label that's already there. Burke saying he hopes it's not a shoulder separation. That would definitely not be good. Scott says thumbs up for the sync button. Check it out, you guys. Use that sync feature so we're all watching at the same time. That's a nice little backdoor cut there from Levine, and a nice find from Sato. Oh, and Zach can't. Maybe that three would have gotten him going, but he hadn't even really looked to score that much tonight. Like his first field goal attempt was at the very end of the first quarter. Well, there's a nice easy two for Zach. Oh, there he is.
Hey.
My better half has arrived.
Hello.
What up, Dave?
Just a lot of unplugging and plugging back in stuff.
Did you try blowing in it?
That was going to be my next move. That was going to be the next move.
But I got to play me some Duck Hunt right now. Big Dave, I was just telling our Bulls crew that we got that fancy sync function working for tonight's broadcast. So
fancy!
We're all watching at the
function?
same time now.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. I mean,
I don't know how to feel.
When Hot Mic just started exploding and getting all kinds of broadcasts across every different sport in the universe, their sync feature stuff, they were really focusing on nationally televised broadcasts. But I was hounding our guy Sean. I was like, you got to hook up these Bulls NBC Sports Chicago broadcasts with that sync feature. And lo and behold, got a text from him at like 5 o'clock tonight. He's like, sync buttons up.
Sync is in.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I love it. This is exciting.
Peace, family. What's up, everybody?
What up, y'all?
Friday?
Oh, just to let y'all know, I got some Uber Eats coming.
Of course.
It should be here by 8, but it'll probably be late.
I feel like that wasn't even a question. The question is, Big Dave, is it Uber Eats coming from a diner?
They were closed, so I didn't order from them. They were closed.
The whole point of a diner that it never closes?
They were closed right now. Oh, no. I'm sorry. They weren't closed. There were no carriers nearby. I'll say that.
Oh.
There were no carriers nearby to come out here. So that's why. So I had to order from closer to the area.
I mean, it's 2021 for crying out loud.
I know, right?
I feel like this should not be an obstacle for you.
This should not be an issue.
It's 2021, and we've all been trapped inside for a fucking year.
Say it.
How are all of the delivery options not up and running and fully functional right now?
Say it, Matt. Talk to him.
I want to go eat outside on a patio while the snow is coming down with one of those outdoor space heaters. How about no?
How about no?
Just deliver me the goods.
That's all I need. I got my shoes on so I can just run outside in the snow because I refuse to go out there and shovel the snow today because it's not really snow. It's like an inch on the ground. I'm like, there's no way I'm going out in below 2 wind chill weather to do anything.
See, that's the beauty of renting and living on a busy city street. That shit gets shoveled for us, man.
Fair point, sir. Very fair point.
But I don't have a house, so there's some give and take to it.
It is quite awesome having a house. I must say that. As a former homeowner, I must say, yes, it's pretty awesome having a house. It was pretty cool. But it sucked on days like this.
Yeah.
It sucked on days like this. Alex, what did I get? Oh, I love telling Matt what I got because just to watch his face. I got 2 salmon burgers.
I swear, sometimes, Dave, I feel like you're a lost cause.
Oh, that was so worth it. I got 2 salmon burgers with some shrimp and some fries. Just to let Matt know I'm not completely gone.
Were you feeling a little like pang of FOMO from back in our Bar Louie days? I mean, salmon burger and fries was like your go-to order every fair Sunday.
God bless that plate, man. That's all I ate. That's all. I told you, Matt, when I find something I like, I don't leave. I do not go anywhere. This is why we still cool. I don't go anywhere. When I find something I like, that's what it is. That's what's going to happen.
Not that Matt said, if you got a real burger, you'd only need one of them.
That is a lie.
Hey, man.
Again,
that's a good point.
Again, I am Big Dave for a reason, sir.
Well, that's true. And I'll tell you what. If you want to eat a piece of salmon, go ahead and eat a piece of salmon.
It's amazing. It tastes delicious.
Yes,
it does. No, I'm not eating nothing if it tastes trash. Period. I don't care what health, whatever I'm trying to do. If it sucked, I'm not going to eat it. Period.
It's fine. It's not great.
It's excellent.
In the words of my hero Ron Swanson, fish meat is practically a vegetable. The issue I have, though, whether it's salmon, turkey, or how dare you, for the love of God, quinoa, whatever that shit is, or a black bean patty. Don't call it a burger if it's not made of cow. I could maybe make peace and draw the line at like a bison burger because at least that's like a 4-legged hooved animal.
Okay. So it has to be something that roamed the earth for it to be a burger to you.
On hooves.
On hooves. Okay, so a deer is okay. So a moose burger, that works?
No. It's got to be in the cattle family.
So it's got to have milk coming out of it. Is what you're saying? Like, okay, all right. So nothing, and unless you're a goat, you can't do a goat burger. We can't do goat burgers.
No.
Okay. All right.
I get down some goat cheese depending on the occasion, but
goat cheese, yeah, goat cheese is solid.
All right,
cool. Not my favorite.
We need to not lose this game.
Wait, where are you in the game, by the way?
7:55.
See, yeah, I'm ahead of you.
You got to sync up, man.
I'm ahead of you. Tell me when you're in 7:44, and I'll go.
All right, 7:44.
All right.
Are we really going to lose to Orlando?
Dude, Vucevic. Oh!
Garrett Temple.
Nice.
Playing some defense. I don't like the fact that Temple has just gone ice cold in like the last 5 games.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Dude cannot hit a shot to save his life.
Yeah.
And even still, like, defensive end, Garrett Temple is, a difference maker and better than average.
Yeah.
But when he was doing that and knocking down all those shots, I was like, Garrett Temple is my favorite player ever. Which is sad, but
which is sad, yeah. I saw something earlier today. I believe Cameron Smith said it. He said Zach LaVine's best teammate, and
I saw that.
His best teammate is Thad Young, and the fact that has merit is what made me depressed because it's true. It's truth in that. Like the person who comes in, you've seen what he's done this game since he's come in, man. The fact that has truth all in it just made me sad. It made me so sad because it can't be Lowry or Wendell because they haven't been consistent in what they're doing. And
there's Mr.
There he is. As soon as we name him, and I don't mean Wendell scoring and rebounding. I'm saying he's always hurt, so it's not consistent. And when Lowry, one game you're getting 30 points, next game you're getting 8 shots. And then you get today where he gets hurt and he goes out. So
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, we'll leave it alone.
I mean, we're going to talk about it.
Well, yeah, I understand.
But we gotta wait until after the game's over.
Alex D says if the fish is ground up and cooked on a grill, that's a burger.
Go fuck yourself. No, it's not. Thank you for spending your Friday evening with us.
Right.
But go fuck yourself. No, it's not.
Right. I appreciate you being here.
Mike said Wendell is Mr. Glass. Yeah, so is Lowry. So is Otto. So is half this goddamn team for the better part of the last decade.
So is Hutchison. So is yep.
Oh, I forgot about Hutch.
Yeah, dude. When he came in the game, I said, "Man, I forgot he was on the team. Like I forgot about him completely."
Yeah, because he came back from COVID and was like, "I'm ready to go, coach. Just give me a chance." And Billy Donovan gave him a chance, and then Billy Donovan was like, "Yeah, come on."
Yeah, right here. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Have a seat next to Arch. You'll be okay. Alex D said, "Matt, come on. It's cold in here." Hey, man, you got to know who you're dealing with, Alex D.
Don't try to justify things that are fish or vegetables or bird fowl in the shape of a burger and calling it a burger, because I will cut you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that tonight too.
If we lose this game, that is the silver lining tonight.
Yeah, we will definitely be talking about
Patrick Williams.
Man, he's been great tonight. It's not even just a point. You know what? I don't even want to get into it. Oh, that's defense.
Come on, Sato.
Man, Sato ran like it hurt him.
Oh, God. Oh.
Rebound. All right, Patrick.
All
right,
let's
Patrick.
Go.
I like it. I like it a lot. Do you remember that versus battle that I sent you where it said Adam Sandler versus Jim Carrey? Who's going to win? And I'm like,
dude, Carrey like by a mile.
Yeah, dude. I said, dude, as soon as he starts pulling out Man on the Moon, the Truman Show, it's over. Like, it's over.
Right. Like, people do not talk about Carey's versatility as an actor enough.
Agreed.
That dude has range.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, like, yeah, Billy Madison's great. Happy Gilmore's great. You can even get me down on some Big Daddy once in a while.
Waterboy.
Or,
yeah.
dare I say, well, okay, Waterboy. My roommates and I were watching that the other day. Little Nicky, underrated classic.
Underrated film. I agree.
But
come on.
Not a candle to Mr. Carey.
Yeah,
the friggin' Riddler. Riddler.
Come on, man. This man, listen, I watched a little bit of that new Sonic, and he was hilarious. And I said, oh, man, I had to stop watching because I had something to do. And I said, no, I got to devote my attention to this because this looks like classic Jim Carrey.
Ow. Get that.
There you go.
Come on. Take it, Zach. Take it. Oh, good pass.
Oh, nice.
Swing it.
Yeah!
There we go. Come on, baby. 4 points. Let's go.
Like it. Let's go. I like it. I liked it.
Dude, I love how Evan Fournier used to rock like long, crazy hair. You know, he had that like ponytail, like top knot thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And now he's going bald and he's grown a beard out. It's like, all right, well, I got to have the same volume. I'll just move it around. There you go, Kobe.
Let's go. Take your time.
Kobe with the block from behind.
Look at Patrick. Oh, take your time, Zach.
Zach.
That felt right, too.
Needed that.
It felt right. What they call? Foul on Patrick Williams. I didn't even see what he did.
He
tried to score that boots. Okay.
He tried to say that you could put salmon into a burger. That's blew the whistle on that.
Oh, I'm telling you, I was the man. My mother used to make salmon croquettes back in the day. When I said, "Man, I can put this between 2 pieces of bread and just eat this." Like, this is a burger all day long. Eat it, yes, Matt. I am always trying to make sandwiches out of anything. My friends will tell you. I'm always trying to make sandwiches out of anything.
I love sandwiches.
Yeah, they're the best. It's the best. It's the best food ever. Sandwiches. As long as they're between 2 pieces of bread, you have a meal for the day. That's it. You're good. Put it between 2 pieces of bread.
There are certain things that you can put between 2 pieces of bread that does not qualify as a sandwich, though.
Such as?
Vegetables.
Sure you can. You can make a veggie sandwich. Yes, you can.
No. No.
Absolutely. You take a vegetable medley, throw some cheese on it, Matt, with maybe some ketchup or whatever topping you might want to put on there. Mayonnaise or something. Yep. Sandwich, Matt.
I just can't with you people.
It's a sandwich.
If you're going to go through all the trouble of making yourself a nice, like, I made this sandwich for myself, homemade sandwich with all kinds of ingredients, you go through the steps, and you don't put meat anywhere on that sandwich, that's like going through the trouble of putting on a condom but cutting off the top of it. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm going to make a sandwich. I'm going to put on a condom. I'm going to leave meat off. I'm going to cut the tip off.
Man, it's a fool. Oh, my God. Feast of Famine just said it. Yes, my hash brown and omelet sandwich. Yes. Oh, man, that was a classic. I make a hash brown and omelet sandwich. Yes, I do, man. And it's amazing. And I used to put it on my panini. So I would make a panini hash brown and omelet sandwich, and it's incredible. Veggie omelet, too.
So you would make an omelet.
I'm going to make an omelet.
And then make a hash brown or hash browns.
Yeah.
And then just put it between 2 pieces of bread and panini that shit?
Yep, with some ketchup and some cheese. Put it between pieces of bread, panini it, got you a sandwich right there. And I mean, it's fire.
Ketchup aside, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. It really is.
Now, what was in the omelet? That's what we got.
Oh, come on now, man. You already know. Come on. It was going to be some broccoli or spinach if I had it, and some mushrooms if I had it, and some shredded cheese. I like putting a little shredded cheese on that joint.
Oh, you're dead. You're dead.
Oh man, yeah, I make them all day. Rebound.
There you go, Kobe.
Let's go. We can do this, man.
Come on, 4 points.
There's too much time left. Take your time, Zachary. He can't guard you, Zach.
Oh my God! That's 2 good looks at the basket that Zach has missed. It looked like he was looking at that ref after he missed, like there was contact there and he wanted to call.
Oh, yuck.
All right, let's try this again, shall we?
One more time. One more time.
Gonna celebrate.
Oh, yeah. Take your time. Take your time.
Come on. Oh.
Nice.
Oh. Oh. Oh my God.
Blessings.
Everything about that possession was perfect. Except the Rook couldn't make the reverse layup.
It was right there.
Come on, Thad. No way. Oh, God.
Dang it. Dang, that was a layup.
That is a brutal 4-point swing right there.
That is a layup, bro. God bless it. All right, take your time. Still too a lot of time left, man.
Tons of time.
Oh, hey. Focus up.
Fournier getting frisky out here.
Ooh!
And one. Yes, thank you.
Go, Zach.
Finally, he gets a call.
How many free throws does he have?
There are guys, Luke and Arch, rocking their Built by Black history shirts.
Dude, when you said that about, I for real had that same thought about Arch when I was looking at him. I had that same exact thought.
There was just like a panning shot of the Bulls bench going to commercial, and I saw Luke Cornett wearing one of those shirts, and I literally spit out my drink.
Because honestly, it's kind of true, especially if you're playing in the NBA.
Right.
It's
and I had that follow-up thought. I was like, well, he is playing in the NBA, and the NBA today was very much largely so built by Black players and Black history. But I was like, that's like me wearing a Built by Black history shirt. Still
true, Matt. You put it on, it's still true. It's still true. Hey, Zach LaVine has 1 free throw. That was his first free throw.
Outrageous.
That is crazy.
George!
Give it to him. He went old school Joey Crawford, too, with the ball head and the jump. Did you see the ref? He put the jump on it. He put the jump. Show the replay. Let me see the ref on the side. Is that a camera shot? Oh. Hey, man, he studied Joey Crawford. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's bald, white guy. He studied Joey.
That is the ghost of Joey Crawford.
Yes, it is. He studied, man. He studied. Like, you can't. How you do it, man? I see you do it. What was the move?
The blocking foul. Oh, Kobe. Come on. Oh, there you go.
Hey, still.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's be smart here. Let's be smart. 3-point game. Don't need a 3.
All right, Kobe, relax, man. You missed the play up. We seen Pat Williams hit 1, 2. Chill.
Of course, Zach drains that 3.
Of course he does. I appreciate Patrick Williams going and grabbing Kobe like, hey, man, relax. You missed the free throw. Relax. Okay.
Brandon said, Kobe, that's not so love, bro.
Hey, this guy. Come on, y'all.
Come on, Zach. Zach. Step back. Oh!
Rebound. There you go.
Foul.
He's open.
Get it, Kobe.
Kobe! Let's go.
That's love, bro. There you go.
Just realized I ain't have my light on. Yes, Kobe. Yes.
Come on, baby. Baby. Oh. That dude is unguardable.
He got 41, dog. He got 40. Man, I love that dude. I love watching him play. Zach! Oh!
Hey, he drew a foul again. I just got a Shams tweet. Kevin Durant is out for the remainder of the Raptors game due to health and safety protocols. Have you been following the story tonight?
I have not.
So they listed him as out for health and safety protocols, like
Yeah.
an hour before tip-off.
Okay.
And then they were like, actually, he might play. We're going through the contact tracing.
Okay.
And then he didn't start because they were still holding him out for COVID protocol, but he came in and subbed in the first quarter after missing the start of the game because he got cleared. And now apparently he has been removed from the game and won't return. So he was in the game for some stretch of time tonight for health and safety protocols and contact tracing, and then was pulled from said game. What happened there?
I don't know.
Great job, NBA.
Whoa, that's weird.
Tie ball game. Come on,
Tie
Thad.
ball game.
Oh, yeah.
My food will be here in 1 minute.
Thad Old didn't quite have the legs left to guard Evan Fournier on that little tricky.
Call timeout. I need to get my food. Call timeout.
Dave needs his food.
I gotta go get it.
Billy, let's go.
Oh, shoot that.
Nope.
Rebound. Shoot it again. Nice. That's a bad
my
shot.
God, Garrett
That
Temple.
was a bad shot.
Oh, my God.
Shot. Oh, and a foul. Okay, I'm going to get my food. I'll be right back.
Go get your food.
It
looked like he was trying to bank that shot. I am fairly certain he was not trying to bank that shot. Still a lot of time. 2-point game. We can do this. We can do this. Evan said he get Mackle Jordan in there. That was some good stuff with Stacey and Amin tonight. Get the freaking rebound! Oh, thank God. Okay, that's a big missed free throw. Still a one-possession game. Brandon said, I don't like when the Bulls are in close games down the stretch. It's nerve-wracking, but guess what? It's a hell of a lot better than losing by 30 before the fourth quarter even rolls around.
Oh, yes.
Come on, Zach. Oh!
Dude, we were praying for this.
Oh! Come on!
No foul!
Oh, and then they call a foul on Zach. This man gets no respect.
Evan said, get Mackle Jordan in there. Yo, Evan, you right. They was getting on my man with the Jordan jersey on tonight. Hey, man. That was the
Jordan
funniest.
Jersey was definitely busted.
Hey, man. Like Stacey said, he got that at the car wash, bro. Like, for real. He was like, yeah, let me get hot wax on that too, man. Hey, how much is that jersey? Yeah, bro. There's no way you bought that in the store. No way.
We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose.
Wait, technical foul. Oh, I thought he said it was tech. Not yet, man. Unless Zach comes down and hit this ridiculous 3 after this.
Timeout. Down 5.
It's only 5, man. It's only 5.
Well,
but Zach should have got that foul. Man, he don't get no foul.
Were down 5 with even less than 41 seconds left, and they came back and beat us. So it's possible.
Hello. We saw it against the Hornets. Hello. It's a thing, man. They can do this. Come on, Zach. How doesn't he get to the line? See, this is the one thing I do miss about, one of the many things I should say about not working at NBC right now is I can't just hit somebody up and say, hey, give me these stats real quick. Like, I'd like to know what this means right now. Because I would love to know where Zach ranks in free throw attempts.
Oh, man.
No. Matter of fact, we got one. Is Lakina in here?
I have Lakina in here.
What? When I need you. Lakina, when I need you. If you're in here, I need to know. Where does Zach LaVine rank in free throw attempts?
I know nowhere close to the top.
Oh, no. Because it's I'll be shocked to see a guy who is at his level as far as the all-star is concerned and to be that low in free throw attempts. Because I guarantee you all the dudes who are going to be high are
okay,
guys
so yeah,
all-stars.
top of the list so far this season, Embiid with 11 per game, Trae Young just over 10, Giannis almost 10, Beal, KD, Luka, Dame, Harden, Jimmy, Zion, DeMar DeRozan, De'Aaron Fox. Now we're getting into 6.5 territory. Randall, Jeremy Grant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wait. Oh, I see it. Zach is 29th. Foul!
29th.
Right on cue.
29th right at 5.25 free throw attempts per game. That's disrespectfully low.
Because look at the people after him. Ben Simmons, John Morant, Pascal Siakam, Jaylen Brown, Harrison Barnes, Jared Allen, RJ Barrett, Wendell Carter Jr.
Did not
you know what I'm saying?
Wendell
there. Like Wendell. I didn't either. I did not either. But the fact Wendell is close to you is not good. It's not good. He should have more free throw attempts, especially as much as he goes to the lane,
I like that the Bulls borrowed a play from their own playbook, which was get fouled shooting a three. Because usually they're the ones doing the fouling.
Lakina, I was just talking about you. Where have you been?
Big Dave needed a stat. It's okay, we got it.
I needed a stat, Lakina. I got it covered, though. But thank you. And yes, hello, Lakina. Hello. Thanks for hanging out. Thank all y'all for hanging out, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us, man.
Hanging with our Bulls crew.
Always. With the Crizzle. We appreciate y'all.
No, for real, the Bulls fouled a three-point shooter again tonight, and I almost put a bullet in my face.
Yes. I'm so glad Matt doesn't have a gun.
I am anti-gun. all they do is lead to deaths and accidental deaths. Whether, it's like being also, I would have one. If I had one around, I would kill myself after every Bulls game. It's just not a good combo.
I am not anti-gun. I'm all for that right.
Second Amendment, whatever.
Yes, I'm with it. But I am thoroughly happy to hear you say you don't have one around you, because I would be completely concerned every night. You might get a phone call from me often. Like,
I
Matt,
think
what are you doing?
The feeling of some people these days being like, yes, like, if the government tries to turn itself into, something big brothery and tyrannical, we as the citizens need back. And it's like, okay, but yeah, no. Turns out owning a gun won't change that. If the government wants to find you and kill you, the government will find you and kill you.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's hilarious when people are like, oh yeah, I try and be like off the grid. Or like masking their IP address on their laptop or this, that, and the other thing. My brother does that kind of shit. And I'm like, dude, if they want to find you, they can find you.
Yo, Andre 3000 had a great lyric where he said, people out here ranting and raving about GATs. Man, they made those GATs. They got some stuff that'll blow out your back from where they stay at. Yes. Exactly right. Exactly right. Your little 6-bullet joint won't mean nothing till that Scud missile comes flying at your head.
Come on. Oh! I thought that
we didn't need the foul, right?
A little poke steal there.
Oh, they didn't even need the foul. They didn't even need the foul, Matt. They didn't even need it. They didn't need to foul him.
Oh, that.
Yeah, you reached in. You reached in. Yes, you reached
Anthony kind of sold that like he got hit in the chin.
No, he definitely sold it. But the reach in, you can't review it. That's an easy call. Dang, you didn't have to foul. Honestly, you did not have to foul. You didn't have to foul him. But now we don't need a 3 unless he misses this.
I mean, if he misses this, well, first of all, get the freaking rebound. Oh, okay. All right. Timeout. Okay. 4-point game. Now, do you look for the quick 2 here? I think I would look for the quick 2 here. and then just play
I
the
would too, Matt.
conserve the
Absolutely.
clock and foul game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would definitely look for that quick 2 because there's 16 seconds left. You're gonna get the ball, at half court, and kind of your end of the court. I would say get the quick 2, and Orlando might be inclined to give you the quick 2, so they might not be trying to play defense because the last thing they want to do is give you an and one.
And I feel like that was a frustrating thing about that Knicks loss on Wednesday is that in that final possession, it's like they couldn't make up their mind whether they were going to try and get a quick 2 or hit a 3, and it was like Levine passed up a 3 and then drove, and you're like, okay, he's just going to lay this in, but then he sprayed it out to I think it was Kobe in the corner, and then they took a 3, but it was too late at that point. I was like, well, this is bad clock management, you guys. Josh said, man, it would be lovely to have some paint presence, and Brandon said, we have a perfectly valid Felicio right there. That's not, no. Why you gotta bring up bullshit? Why you gotta bring that up? And Robert Ory, says Brandon. Oh God.
And come on, Matt. Look at this, Matt. Tell me that don't look delicious. Tell me that don't look delicious. No. Tell me. I mean, look at your
whatever
your
that
drool.
Whatever that deep fried stuff in the back looks good. Come on.
Go get it.
Guys, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Quick-ish 2.
Quick-ish. Foul.
Can we get a jump ball? Can we get a
jump ball? No, call the jump ball like y'all did against us.
I believe we are owed a jump ball.
Yes, we are. Come on, ref. No, tell him, Billy.
And the other problem with this, I mean, that's a jump ball. Like right there.
Jump ball and a travel.
Last Saturday, that was a jump ball. It's like the NFL. What's a catch? What's not a catch? Nobody knows. We're just out here weighing it.
Nobody knows. Look at that. That's a jump ball.
And the Bulls also lost a few precious seconds of clock there because the ref was just standing there watching. It was like, well, it's not a jump ball, but it's also not a foul. Yep. So I'm just going to sit here with my thumb up my ass and my whistle up my ass. Come on. There's not enough room in your ass, Mr. Ref.
Not enough room, ref. How's stuff going to get out if it's always going in?
What, do you get a ferret caught up there too? Gerbil.
Oh,
at least put some time back on the clock. I mean,
at least that. All right, so talk to him, Billy. Be calm with him. So we ain't gonna get no time on the clock. They get a timeout, which means they can inbound the ball and run some more clock. That was just worst case scenario all around. Yeah, this is a bad situation. All right. Who's inbounding? I would like to have Patrick Williams on the inbounder, but that's just me.
Looks like they are putting Thad on the inbounder, and then he's going to go.
All right, here we go. Oh, he's not even on the look. Foul. Do we have a timeout?
We do not. We are out of timeouts.
Okay, this gets even better. This is getting awesome.
So you got to go the length of the court and get a 3 and 2.6, assuming he makes at least one of these and hope that he misses one of them. Well, there's the first. And now, even if he misses and keeps it a 3-point game, you got to get the rebound and then get a shot. Oh, my God. Yeah. Why did I put money on the Bulls tonight? That was dumb. That was a dumb mistake.
Well, that's because you bet against them and you felt disgusting about it.
And then I also
and thought
looked
that
at
they
this
would-
Orlando roster that they had available tonight and was like, oh, it's the Bulls playing the Bulls G League team from a year ago. Wow.
All right. Took that L is what we did.
That is a rough
Wow.
start to the weekend. Oh,
Look at the guy still talking, though. Look at the guy still talking after the game. You know what? I actually like this. I like the fact that they're having this discussion.
It's a good
and the game
symbol of, teammates working and, trying to build together, vets teaching the younger guys.
Losing.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, with that, let us start the post game. Thanks for hanging out with us on your Friday night, everybody. I'm Matt. That's Big Dave. This is the Stretch 4. We are the Bulls Outcasts. John is off tonight, hanging out with his wife on her birthday because he is a good husband. We see John Boy. Can't wait to get you back with us tomorrow night for the second half of this back-to-back. Big Dave, I looked at this and was like, there's no such thing as a must-win game when you're a team that's still clearly evaluating and rebuilding and, you're 8-12, maybe trying to flirt with a back-end playoff spot, but there isn't such thing as a must-win game this season for the Bulls, in my opinion. This kind of felt like not a must-win game, but like, y'all better win that one when you look at all the pieces that Orlando has missing. No Fultz, no Jonathan Isaac, no Aaron Gordon. Half their arsenal was out, but they still had Vooch, and from the very jump ball, Vooch put his imprint on this game.
Dude, from the beginning, Matt, and I saw my man Gafford getting worked out there tonight, especially in that first quarter, because that drop defense was. He was like, "Oh, you're just gonna leave me open? Oh, we'll do this all night long." And he started, and he got comfortable, and that's the last thing you want to do with a shooter is get them comfortable. The man's shooting 43% from the 3-point line. 43%. He had 43 and 19. He was 4-10 from the arc, which means he shot 40%. But man, he looked good. He's honestly one of my favorite players in the league ever since I started paying attention to him about 2 years ago. And he just to have a big man that could do it inside and outside. He's that guy who could do it inside and outside. And it's rare because usually your big guys, who can do that are like elite, like a Joel Embiid or something like that, or DeMarcus Cousins when he's, healthy and stuff like that. But man, dude, he was monstrous tonight.
It definitely had a negative impact for the Bulls tonight. Obviously, we're missing Wendell Carter Jr. as he's rehabbing his injury. We'll get to your boy Gafford in a minute, but when you have a big like Vooch who can play that pick and pop game, this new drop coverage defense that Billy Donovan's rolling with this season makes it basically impossible for Gafford to guard somebody like that in those situations. Because Vooch gets what he wants in the post, like he was just scoring at will inside, and then he brings it out in the pick and pop game. And we love our man Stacey King, but he's there railing against Gafford on, a post-commercial teleprompter breakdown of that play. And he's like, Gafford's got to get out. Gafford's dropping. It's like, well, Gafford's dropping in the drop coverage that the team is deciding to play this year. And when you have a big like Vooch who has that as part of his arsenal, that's just going to happen. It's not like this was a player not doing what they were supposed to do. It was a player doing the defensive scheme that we're rolling with, but that is a casualty of it if he's a center matched up with a center who can shoot 43% from downtown.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And when I was saying Gafford got worked, it wasn't a 3-point shoot because, like you said, that drop coverage, he was doing exactly what he was told. But when he went inside, those spin moves he was putting on him were vicious, man. And he was scoring from all over the court, whether it was baseline, whether it was free throw line extended, whether it was layups, whether it was fadeaways. It was all as Marv Albert says, showcasing the entire repertoire.
He was showing like Hakeem the Shake the Dream out there. Like, my goodness.
Yes, absolutely, he did, man. Like, he was just it was fun to watch unless it was your team. and this was my team. So it wasn't that great to watch, but man, he's special out there, man. And I hope we don't see it again tomorrow. But yeah, Gafford, he did, like you said, man, he did exactly what the coach wanted him to do. But he had some plays, man, where it was just the resistance of it wasn't working. Like in some of those things, you got to use your own mind. You have to make that decision, which is why we were yelling at Wendell Carter Jr. for some of those things also. Because you saw when Thad came in the game, when Thad said, oh, you know what? I'm not going to drop off of this one. Nope, I'm not going to do this. Nope, I'm going to play up on him on this. No, when he's in the post, I'm going to body him a little more, and I'm not going to switch when they run that pick and roll. Because Gafford would easily go with the ball every single time they did a pick and roll. He went with the ball every time. You saw that.
Don't you think that is those guys doing what Donovan and his staff are instructing them to do? Like, Thad, you have certain skill sets and your veteran know-how to get away with cheating the drop a little bit at certain times. Whereas, hey, if it's Gafford or if it's Wendell, we're going drop. And it's like sometimes Stacy's been like, see how Thad is not dropping as far back and he can get out to – but it's like, okay, I'm pretty sure that for each of those individual players, the strategy on the defensive end is different. And again, just when you go up against a player like Vooch, sometimes that drop scheme can bite you in the ass. And I mean, like, it was a rough night for your boy Daniel Gafford. He got benched at the start of the second half. Thad started in his place. And I still think Gafford can be a very good backup big in this league. An energy guy, a Taj Gibson who can crash the offensive glass, who can get you some buckets, who can block some shots. But clearly there's too much on his plate right now. So let me ask you this. You were begging to see the Start Gafford experiment. We've seen it. We've seen it for several games now in Wendell's absence. I, personally, we can get to the point guard discussion later and Kobe later. As far as the front court, I would not be opposed to Donovan saying, all right, instead of digging ourselves a big giant hole at the start of every first quarter and then sending Thad in there to close the gap, bring Gafford off the bench, start Thad. Start that.
I think, honestly, Matt, it's all about matchups, too. Because Vucevic is just that kind of basketball player. And we saw it also against Anthony Davis, who's just that kind of basketball player. But in those other games where Gafford started against, maybe lesser tier centers, he was solid. He did what he was supposed to do. I don't have a problem with him still starting. I really don't. Honestly, Matt, I still think that he has potential to be a starting center in this league. I haven't given up on that. I just think he's at a learning curve right now, and he's learning the hard way, which is fine. I don't have a problem with him learning the hard way. But I really see a guard who's a facilitator that can get him more involved and, tell him, you know what, pick and rolls, I'm throwing you alley-oops. He's like Kobe White in a way. Like, once he gets involved scoring, he plays a little better and a little more energetic on the other end. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't put Thad in the starting lineup over him just yet. Because I like Thad coming in off the bench. I like the boost that he kind of gives coming in off the bench. And if Thad goes in and starts and gets in foul trouble and then you have to go with Gafford, it's going to hurt you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It's going to hurt a little bit more because you got a guy who has a learning curve and he's doing things like that. But I don't have an issue with Gafford starting. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out the fact my man got work tonight. Right? Because that's just a fact. He got work. And he's learning the game. He's learning how to do certain things. I mean, he hasn't started a lot. He hasn't played a lot. He hasn't had consistent minutes a lot. He's going to get them now because Wendell Carter Jr. is going to be gone for a few weeks. So he's going to get that consistency. And now, and Lowry, who we don't even really want to talk about, being hurt, but he get that minutes, man, because he's going to be one of the bigs that is important to this starting lineup. Not just his team, but honestly, he's going to be a big that's important to this starting lineup.
Speaking of the bigs, let's get to some comments here. Brandon said that moment you realize you have 2 top 10 draft pick bigs and you still are looking for an answer at the 4 and the 5 positions. That's kind of sadly where the Bulls are right now. And our starting 4-5 are apparently both hurt. We'll get to Lowry in a minute. Not that Matt said love Thad, but how much does it suck that he's our best 4 and 5? Yeah. The other top 10 draft pick big that Brandon maybe was not referring to, if he was referring to Wendell and Lowry, Pat Williams. We'll get to him in a second too, because oh my God, that's the silver lining tonight. Brandon said maybe they meant Thad when they were referring to our young core. I like that one. Okay, before we get to the other upsetting news of tonight being Lowry exiting with that injury, let's talk some happy stuff for a second. Big Dame. We have seen Pat Williams fall off a cliff from behind the three-point line after his crazy hot start, where we're like, oh my God, this rookie's shooting like 50% from downtown. This is amazing. Again tonight, just only took 1 3, and he missed that one attempt. But I love the fact that he's been like, all right, you know what? My 3 ball's not falling. I'm going to attack and attack and attack and attack again. We saw so many different offensive tools from P-Dub tonight. A step through, some post work, a little hook here. He went glass here, hanging shot here, pull up mid-range here. Everything inside the three-point line was working for P-Dub tonight. 7 of 11 from the field for a career-high 20 points. Also, nabbed 7 rebounds. This kid, I loved your tweet where you were like, dude, P-Dub's figuring some things out right now. And I think the things that he's figuring out is, I can play with these guys. I'm better than half these guys.
Yeah. Like, that realization will come with the more games that he plays. I said it a few games ago when he kind of, disappeared, like you said, with his three-point shooting. Like, because out of nowhere, he lost confidence in his three-point shooting. Just out of nowhere. Like, you were like, why are you hesitating shooting threes? And I clearly recognize it was the rookie wall. Like, that's all it is right now. Like, he's hitting that rookie wall that, pretty much all rookies hit unless you're, elite or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a LeBron or a Michael Jordan or something. You're going to hit that rookie wall. Like, that's just what it is. And he kind of hit it and he kind of disappeared. And during that time, guys like that, kind of figure out what their game is, where they want to be, what they're supposed to do, what is my role. And he came out tonight and said, you know what? My role is to be aggressive. My role is to be the best player on the floor. That was the mindset. You could tell that was his mindset when he was out there tonight. Because when he got the ball, he wasn't out there hesitating. He wasn't out there trying to figure out who needs to get the ball in this position. Dude, I got so excited when Zach LaVine had that ball and he's running the ball on a fast break and it was like a 3-on-2, and the angle that Patrick Williams took to get to the bucket, I said, yes. Oh, my God, yes. That is how a pro is supposed to do it. And he got an and one with it. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to watch. So to know that his mind is at that kind of level, that he can still think that way in the game while still going through a rookie wall and trying to get everything right, it had me excited for his game tonight. Now, that layup he missed in the fourth, that hurt. That hurt a little bit.
Especially because the build-up on that possession was just like beautiful.
Yeah. It was amazing. It was immaculate. But besides that, he had an excellent game offensively and defensively because we saw him get that steal and that breakaway late.
Yeah.
Also in the fourth
T.
quarter.
Foolery saying P-Dub makes Lowry expendable. We'll get to Lowry in a minute. Colin saying Pat killing it. Otherwise, I've already forgotten this game. Brandon said Pat Will makes the rest of the team expendable. A lot of love for P-Dub in the comments tonight. Colin said Pat might be our best 1, 3, 4, and 5. And that, to me, is the other great thing about P-Dub's game tonight when you're watching him. Like, you love the versatility of the scoring. He was chipping in on the glass. He got to the free throw line with how aggressive he was being. You love that. And he was a perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. But there was a moment, and I think it was like early third quarter, mid third quarter, where P-Dub was playing the 4 in that lineup where, Billy had started Thad at the 5 and P-Dub was basically playing the 4. But he was guarding Cole Anthony. He was guarding Evan Fournier on the other end. Like, he can guard 1s and 2. He can guard 1 through 5 basically, and we have seen he can play the wing on offense if you're going to go big. He can play the 4 if you're going to go small. In certain maybe futuristic Bulls Hamptons 5-esque lineups, Hell, that dude might even be playing some Super Small Ball 5 down the road. That, like, the Swiss Army knife that this kid appears to be, Swiss Army knife in the making. He's still on the factory line, but man, that Swiss Army knife looks awesome.
Looks awesome. It's got the right colors on it and everything. It looks cool. Like, ooh, a screwdriver too? Yes, that Swiss Army knife looks great. And he can play. He's a guy who played point guard coming up. So the ball handling and the IQ, comes into play also. When
all right. Well, now that we've gushed about P-Dub, and hopefully he keeps up this aggression and this quality play that we've seen from him.
We're about to do it, aren't we?
Big
We're
Dave,
about to do it, aren't we? I know it.
My son Lowry, who was finally starting to play well when I was giving him some tough love. And by tough love, I mean just actually calling him out for sucking. Yeah. He has a dud where he only takes 8 shots in their second game against the Knicks after back-to-back 30-point games. And he gets a boo-boo on his shoulder tonight and tries to tough it out and then gets sent to the locker room early in the third quarter. I don't have the mental and emotional strength to handle where my mind is right now, thinking about what we're going to get as far as the Lowry update tonight or tomorrow. I can't handle it. I'm not strong enough. I want you to come wrap me in one of your big, awesome Big Dave hugs, because otherwise I'm going to cry into my pillow tonight. This can't be a significant injury for Lowry, or I will lose my freaking mind.
I will too, to be honest with you, Matt. I mean, we talked about the inconsistency of it, but at the same time, his inconsistency is I scored back-to-back games of 30 points. You know what I'm saying? And then I score, then I take 8 shots, but then I come out the next game and I take 7 in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he was looking really good, man. And I mean, what do you have? 13 and 5? Yeah, 13 and 5. Hit 2 of 5 from the 3-point line. He was looking comfortable. He was looking quite comfortable. Even after he hit his shoulder, he still hit a 3. So we were like, so when I saw that, honestly, I didn't even think about it again. I said, oh, well, he can still shoot. Fine, he'll be okay. But then on that breakaway, when I don't remember the player he crashed into, but he hit his shoulder, he went up and he scored. But after that play, he just was like, man, this hurts. This something wrong. Something hurts right now. It was depressing, man. It hurt. It hurt to see that, because you don't want a guy that we have all this faith in, that we want to know if he is that dude who is actually having that kind of game that can match with Vujicic. With a guy out there, balling with his 41. You're like, okay, well, at least we got a guy who might drop 30 on you, and keep us in the game like that. Man, dog, it sucked to see him go out the game. And you saw him being upset. You saw him throwing things. You saw him just mad, the fact that happened. And I'm still going to keep a positive mind about it. I'm going to say it's going to be a shoulder strain. Maybe he's out a couple weeks, and he'll be right back in, doing his thing. Maybe he's out a couple days, hopefully. But, man, dude, it didn't look good just the way he was holding his shoulder. It didn't look good.
He already has the soft label. Just from battling through some, a variety of injuries through the first 3 years of his NBA career. And, there was also, I don't know if it was, I don't think it's Lowry's fault that the fan base felt confused, because I feel like a lot of Bulls players, the fans have felt confused about the state of their injuries over the years. It's a bruise. Just kidding. It's a fracture. Just kidding. He's out for the season. Like that kind of shit. And it's like when Lowry last year, it was like a hip or, like an oblique, or it was a this or a that. And we're like, clearly this looks like a guy who's shying away from contact, and is the injury, a part of that. And now this season, we finally see a Lowry who looks more aggressive, who's at least trying to attack the basket a little bit, get to the rim and finish, get over, mismatches, finish over guys, go through guys. And then tonight, one little shoulder bump. And, I'm not agreeing with the people who just blanket statement, Lowry's soft, get rid of him, he's soft. But I am starting to worry. what this dude is made of. I am not an NBA player.
Yeah.
I have no leg to stand on to call any of them soft. Because guess what? You, me, all the people hanging out with us here on Hot Mic tonight would get our butts kicked trying to run through or past any of these guys.
And
Lauri Markkanen could kick my ass 110%.
But
I'm not calling him soft. But God, I am worried that this shoulder is going to be a thing.
Yeah. It's concerning. I mean, it's just concerning. Because even when you looked at how he got hurt, Matt, like it didn't even look like a big old thing. You know, it didn't look like a big problem. Because I saw the replay and I was like, where did he get hurt? Like, I didn't even understand it. Like, did he just shoot the ball wrong? Like, I didn't understand how he got hurt. Like, it didn't make sense to me how he got hurt. But it happened, man. And I mean, again, to his credit, it happened early. He tried to battle through it. He did. He tried to play through it. He still tried, and he was still productive trying to play through it, man. So I'm going to give him some love for that. But, man, again, another season, another injury. It's the same with Wendell Carter Jr. It's the same with him. And it ain't good because these are the two guys you and I, you know, we got to depend on. There are more people who have a lot of love for Wendell Carter Jr. There are more people like me and you who have a lot of love for Lauri Markkanen. But the problem is we got a lot of love for these guys, man, but their bodies are not loving them back.
Right.
So it's not looking good. It's just, it doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. But again, I'm still hoping it's something that they could just say it's a couple weeks. It's a strain. He'll be okay.
And meanwhile, poor Zach LaVine has half this fan base saying, trade his ass, he's garbage. And even on a night like tonight when his shot wasn't really falling, just 1 of 5 from downtown, 9 of 21 overall, he still gave you 26, 8, and 4. And people are like, Zach sucks, trade his ass. And we're sitting here being like, we believe in Lauri, we believe in Wendell, but they're both on the fucking shelf. God.
Yes.
Zach plays, man. Zach's out there playing every stinking night.
Here's Boylan's saying what Matty said. He's been soft since he went vegan. Need to get him some Matter Brewed burgers.
We have come full circle, Dave. We have come full circle. Lauri is soft because he ain't eating any meat.
Well, you're going to have to explain Wendell Carter Jr. to me then.
Hail shake after every workout. Yeah, and your body is broken. Come on. It's a superfood. No, it's not. It's a grosser
I love your stereotypical.
It's not a superfood. Popeye was a cartoon character. He's not real. You know what real men do? You know what real professional athletes do? They eat a goddamn steak.
So Wimpy was real, but Popeye wasn't? Is that what you're saying? Because Wimpy ate a burger all the time. That's all Wimpy ate was burgers, period.
Dave, stop poking holes in my logic, okay? We all know
I apologize.
that Lauri would be better off physically, spiritually, mentally if he would just eat a friggin' burger. And not one of your salmon burgers, not a black beef burger, not a Quino burger, not a turkey burger, a burger made out of a freaking cow, okay?
Is grass-fed okay? Can he have a grass-fed burger as long as it's made out of a cow? Is that okay?
I mean, it's a little froofy for my taste. But...
You better have stuff in that burger I can't pronounce. How dare you?
I'm going to go have a dessert sausage as soon as we hang up.
Someone said we got to talk about Otto Porter Jr.
Oh. I thought we were done talking about people who are always injured.
Seriously, man. Like, we're done with that. Like, he's old. He's old-bodied and one of the youngest players on the team.
He's 27. The man is 27 years old.
I mean, he went from Billy Donovan man, he might play to he's going to be out indefinitely. like, yo, man, I don't understand it. I don't understand it with Otto Porter Jr. It happens every single year with Otto Porter Jr. He got his paycheck off potential. And it feels like Lauri and Wendell might be getting their paychecks off potential. At least I hope not. It's like that. But Otto Porter Jr., man, this is when people were trying to say, I was reading, I don't remember who was saying this on Twitter, that he needs to be the starter. And all I was thinking was, dude, he's going to get hurt. Like, we watch this every year. Like, he's going to get hurt, and then he's going to leave a hole. So we can't put him in the starting lineup because we can't get him comfortable and acclimated, with our starting five, because he's not going to be there. And sure enough,
Dude.
back spasms. Back spasms!
Right. Doctor says I need a backiotomy.
Backiotomy!
If Otto's back is really that bad, I mean, we've seen a lot of promising NBA careers cut way short because of back problems. I know he also had knees, but like Greg Oden, bad back. Yao Ming, bad back. Usually it's with bigs, who guys who are 7'4", and you're like, yeah, no, my spine doesn't support this kind of frame. But I mean, I think I was texting you and John and our guy Bulldog about this the other night when we were getting the Otto update. It was like, dude, if I'm Otto and the back injury is actually that big of a problem, even though I'm only 27, I'm made my contract. I'm made my $100 million plus in the NBA.
100 mil plus.
And, I'm sure there are some Bulls fans saying like, oh God, I'm about to have some like D Rose comment PTSD right here about D Rose and his knees and his son's high school graduation. But if I'm Otto Porter Jr., I'm saying I got 100 mil. My family's good. My family's good for the next several generations, assuming the planet Earth is still here that long and we haven't all murdered each other by then. Why am I going to ruin the back half of my life by playing this game? Like, dude, pull an Andrew Luck. Just retire at 28. Be like, I'm good. I got my money. Had some fun. Played some games. Won some. Lost some. Peace. I'm out of here. Because, for the love of God, stop frustrating us with this will he, won't he bullshit. I'm sick of it, Otto.
Yeah. I mean, the frustration.
He's so useful when he plays. And then he's like, just kidding. I'm not playing tonight.
Just playing, guys.
Here's the carrot. There's the carrot.
and it's even more frustrating because he's coming off the bench. He's not your starter. He's not playing a ton of minutes.
Right.
He's coming off the bench, which means that you're resting. You're getting that rest. You're getting that time off. It should be all right, but he's still getting hurt. He's still finding ways to still be hurt. Otto Porter Jr., man.
And I mean, the thing that I was saying earlier about like, hey, maybe start Thad. You're climbing out of these holes every night, and maybe instead of just saying, okay, Thad, go rescue us, you just start with him. The problem about that idea is if Otto continues to be hurt and not readily available, and you don't have Otto in that bench unit like you just mentioned, and you take Thad out of that bench unit, then all of a sudden your bench becomes like Denzel and Temple. Ooh. And like, we like Garrett Temple. And I know some Bulls fans out there might be digging Denzel after these last couple of games.
Hey, he's been balling, Matt. He's been balling. He's been playing well.
Dude, I tell you what. I've been in a betting mood recently. We've established this. I bet you $10, and I will give you a crisp $10 bill the next time I see you.
Chris Hamilton. Okay.
That at some point in the next week, Denzel's name is going to pop up on the injury report. You know why? Because he tried to look like he's flashy and still young and not old and broken on that silly dunk that was well after the whistle on a play that didn't count, and he came up limp after he dunked that ball. I don't know if you noticed it, but he looked like he tweaked something after he came down from barely cresting the rim and dunking that basketball. I bet you Denzel shows up on the injury report because of that dumb shit.
You know what? Knowing Denzel and his history, there's no way I take that bet.
No,
it's not going to happen. I say you go find C-Red Fred. You make that bet with him. He'll take that bet for you. But Denzel being hurt is something I've seen his entire career here. And being hurt on silly things is something I've seen his entire career. He's the reason Wendell Carter Jr. is out, for God's sake. Like, the reason he's out. All right? So, no, he knows injuries and he knows them well. But I can't take that bet. But I got to give him love because he played well these past few games. And he played well tonight. He actually played well in the defensive end. Because you know what he did? He tried. That's all I want him to do. He put in effort. He got on the floor. I was like, Denzel get on the floor? Like, he could do that? Wow. I was shocked by those things. But, yes, shout out to Denzel. He played good tonight, but there's no way, and I mean no way, I take that bet.
Thought I might sneak one past you. And also,
Good effort.
I can't make that bet with Fred because on the off chance that I'm wrong,
Yeah,
I can't give Fred that satisfaction.
that's fair. You won't hear the end of that ever.
Never.
You're absolutely right.
I am clearly winning the Matt versus Fred Denzel, like pro Denzel, anti Denzel argument.
Right.
Been winning it all these years.
It's true.
He's gonna have like I guarantee you Fred's timeline right now is just nothing but Denzel praise in a game that we lost to Orlando without half their roster. He's like, guys, we got to put some respect on Denzel. Great, a couple of double-digit points games off the bench. Oh, and he stole a rebound from Kobe tonight and lost the ball out of bounds. Great job, Denzel. Great job.
Did. That happened. That's a thing. That's a thing. It's a thing. I know, Matt. I know. But he played well. And I hope to see it again tomorrow. I hope he plays even better tomorrow. And that's the good thing about what happened tonight is we get to run it right back tomorrow. And we can make adjustments the same way the Knicks did against us. We can make these adjustments and hopefully get this victory because we got to get a victory, man. I want a victory against this team.
Need it. Yeah. We'll try again tomorrow night. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Reminder, as always, if you miss our Bulls Outcast shows live as they happen, you can catch the archived video episodes on that BAWL on Bulls YouTube channel and in podcast form wherever you get your podcasts in that BAWL on Bulls podcast feed. Yes. For my boy, Big Dave, shake off that gaffer game, man. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll get our other boy John Sabine back with us. Hopefully he and his wife are enjoying a nice peaceful evening celebrating her birthday.